Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Office of Scholarship and Financial Aid presentation for the University of Houston Downtown 2022-2023 Fast for Informational. Thank you so much for being here, guys. We are so excited. Yes, thank you, Kiara. We're looking forward to the great information being shared today. Hello, Joanna. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very fun and interactive live chat today. I am Aunt Rochelle Dorsey, your digital and social media specialist here for the University of Houston Downtown. Just like you guys have already started, please make sure you are typing in your questions. Make sure you are typing in your responses. If something feels good to you, hit those hearts. Let's see. Let's practice right now. Hit those hearts. Hit those hearts. Hello, Janelle. Hit those hearts. If somebody says something you like, hey, Chris, hit those hearts and let us know that we're talking that good talk, okay? Hey, Elizabeth. Now, if there's something funny going on, hit those laughs, hit the laughs. Go ahead and hit a whole bunch of times. I think I'm pretty funny, so I want you to hit a couple of laughs. Go ahead and do so. But whatever you do, make sure that you are participating and that you are totally engaging in this. Now, the purpose of this live chat is to provide information to our students, our current and incoming students for the 2022-2023 FAFSA information for FAFSA, which starts tomorrow. Do not tarry. Priority services number one. If you get that FAFSA information done and filled out tomorrow, trust me, you will be golden. And we're going to give you all the information on what you need today to let you know why it's important for you to fill out your FAFSA tomorrow. Hello, everybody. Please roll on in. Please let us know that you're here. And don't forget, please be interactive. So let's get this party started quickly, guys. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce our host. Well, our man with the plan, our Vice President of Enrollment Services, Dr. Daniel Villanueva. Give him a hand. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Dr. Daniel.
Hey, Antrashell, thank you so much for your energy and hosting today's event. For those of you who don't know, I'm behind the scenes trying to manage this event. So if you see me looking off here, I've got a whole setup over here trying to interact with both the students, yourselves, and keeping this show abreast. But thank you so much, Antrashell, for welcoming me and your live energy. And I just really appreciate the welcome and introduction. And I'll take it from here as we transition on. Thank you so much. So a little bit about myself. I am Daniel Villanueva Jr., and I serve as the Vice President for Enrollment Management here at the University of Houston Downtown. And I want to tell you just a little bit about myself. I'm a first generation college student, and I attended a community college, a regional state university, a private Christian university, and a Research One institution, having navigating from high school all the way to a doctorate degree and doing all of it on federal financial aid. And so I'm here to share with you the importance of federal financial aid, state aid, and for all of you out there to understand that financial aid is important for so many of our students, myself included. It got me through my undergraduate degree, it got me through my first graduate degree, and it certainly got me through my PhD program. One thing that I hope all of you learn for today is that federal financial aid, whether it's grants, scholarships, or loans, is really an investment by the federal government, the state of Texas, and of course the University of Houston Downtown in your future, and hoping that you secure enough funds to educate, to get completely educated throughout your journey here. I have pictured this as an investment for me. I wouldn't be here today serving as the vice president if it had not been for financial aid in every step of the way. It truly has been an investment that I will be paying until the day that I die, but certainly I wouldn't be here today without this. For the students today, I hope that you pay attention. I hope that you understand the importance of starting early and that you're prepared for this cumbersome process that, hold on, let me change that banner because it says Antrashell. Antrashell's gone now. I should say, there you go. And understanding that there's going to be a lot of barriers in your process and there's going to be additional paperwork. And so you've got to start just as soon as today for the aid year 2022-2023, which really is fall 2022, August of 2022. We do have 4 scholarships that we're giving out today, and I'm giving those out at the end of today's session through the engagement. So if you're adding comments, the more that you appear in the comment section and ask questions and give kudos, the more times that you will be entered into the drawing. At the end of today's segment, we'll announce those 4 students, and those scholarships are $250, will be eligible for spring or summer 2022. So we're just very excited about you participating today, and we do have a special guest that I'd like to bring on. Let me see if I can pull him up. Here is Isaiah Ellis. Isaiah is the is with the customer outreach group from the United States Department of Education's Office of Federal Student Aid. Isaiah, thank you so much for joining us from the federal government, federal department today.
Thank you for having me.
We are so excited that you're here. We were talking earlier about the city of Houston and just how great we are down here. So we look forward to when we return in person and you can join us downtown Houston and see our lovely campus and most importantly, our great city. I have a couple of questions to ask you so that our students and parents and guests participating can get some updates. Can you first share with us, with the audience, why it is so important to start early and to complete the FAFSA application now rather than later?
Absolutely. If I had to sum it up in one word, it would be deadlines. Because when people are filling out the FAFSA, sometimes they start, they do not finish, or they prolong completing the application, and they don't realize that there actually are deadlines set by the colleges, universities, the state higher education authority, or even an independent private organization that uses the FAFSA as a first step in the process of evaluating the students for their particular awards. And so students miss out on that chance, or if funds run out and they place on a wait list, hoping that there are funds that are returned back to the individual. So it's always important that when you complete it early, you meet those deadlines, and then you move on to the next step that is set forth by the organization or institution.
Alrighty, Isaiah, can you tell us any updates that students, parents, high school counselors, or anyone helping students complete the FAFSA may experience in the 2022-2023 FAFSA application, or any changes we need to know about?
Yes, number one is that there's going to be a different look to it. There's going to be upgraded the visuals. We made it look a little bit similar to the studentaid.gov. I know some of us, like myself, who look young but are actually XX years old. We remember completing the FAFSA on paper, and that processing time was different. But times has
Hold on,
changed.
mine wasn't on paper. I'm not that old. Hold up, hold up. I still had to use a computer, so I can't raise my hand. Go ahead, Isaiah.
Well, I remember those days, and don't worry, I age well. But we're going to keep on going. So, with the processing time's a lot shorter. Also, when students you log in, you're going to see that you're able to identify a specific role, whether you're the student, whether you're a parent or preparer. Also, if you are ineligible to complete what's called the IRIS DRT, now that's called the IRIS Data Retrieval Tool. What that affords the student to do is allowed to be, or in a parent as well, is have information that was processed from the IRS to be populated onto the FAFSA form, so you don't have to go through that whole entire process. But if you're ineligible to do so because you had to follow Schedule 1, we updated the help topics with those exceptions, as well as we removed the virtual currency as an exception as well. And we also have good news as well for those students that did have a drug conviction while they were receiving federal financial aid. That would no longer impact the student's eligibility, nor will not registering with selective service impact the student eligibility as well. But if you were convicted of a drug offense during about receiving federal financial aid, then you still want to go through the questions and just make sure you answer it accurately. But again, at the end of the day, it's not going to impact your eligibility.
All righty. And before I get to question number 3, Lauren White here on the screen is how early is early? Should it be completed within a month or two of FAFSA opening?
So you have a couple different options. The reason why I say that is because number one, the FAFSA opens up on October 1st, which basically it's open at midnight for all of you individuals that wanted to get started and get it out of the way. So you can do so then. But we also say look to the deadline that the organization has set forth for their individual award. If you're looking at a number of deadlines, try to pick the earliest available one and try to complete it by that deadline.
All righty. And SJ here is making fun of you for filling it out on paper. So I just wanted to give a shout out to SJ. Final question for you, Isaiah, is can you share what resources your department are providing to students and parents in preparation for tomorrow's launch of the 22-23 FAFSA.
Absolutely. If you are a student and parent, please visit studentaid.gov. We have a plethora of abundance of information on that website. You might find the answer to your question. We also have a virtual assistant called Aiden, which you'll be able to virtually ask a question. The virtual assistant is available 24/7. You can also download the My Student Aid mobile app via the My Apple Store or the App Store or Google Play, and be able to also start the FAFSA there. If you don't want to finish there, you just prefer to finish on a desktop or a tablet, you can do so. You can start on a desktop or a tablet and go back to the My Student Aid mobile app. You also can visit the college scorecard. When you're listing the schools that you can list up to 10 on the FAFSA itself. If you're evaluating schools, you can also visit the college scorecard to look at what those schools have to offer in terms of funding, in terms of available programming, college size, etc. And if you are someone just on join us because you want to listen into wonderful information that is being presented to you here today, and you assist students whether indirectly or directly, you can also visit the FSA Financial Aid Toolkit, and you'll find abundance of resources to help you in the services that you provide.
Isaiah, did you want to give a plug for any of these boot camps that we have on the screen? You provided this ahead of time, so I just wanted to make sure we had some time to showcase that.
I'm glad you threw me the alley oop, and I'm happy to slam dunk it because we do have a boot camp coming up on October 19th and October 21st of this year, where we'll be doing a deep dive into student loans. We'll be doing a deep dive into how to complete the FAFSA itself. So if you look at the FAFSA, if you're very confused, we are actually going to go line by line and when completing the FAFSA and able to help you with the individual questions as they're there. We have resources for parents, resources for students, and resources for professionals as well. And we're happy to provide that. So on your screen is a flyer. Go ahead and register. Save your spot because we look forward to having you.
Well, there, Isaiah, you can see that Robbie gave you a slam dunk shout out, 2 points. Joey's going with you. They're following your lead, and we certainly do appreciate you joining us today. On behalf of the University of Houston downtown, we appreciate you taking time out of your day to join us. I know it was a request and a last minute time for you, and we just really sincerely, on behalf of the university, our students who need this information, thank you again. And at this point in time, we'll turn it over back to Aunt Trishelle Dorsey, who will take us to the next segment.
All right. Thank you so much, Isaiah. That was some amazing information. And I really want to appreciate our live studio audience, excuse me, our Facebook live studio audience for showing so much love and fully participating and going crazy in the comment section. I'm watching you. Yes, Imani. Thank you so much, Isaiah. Wasn't that awesome? I really liked how he said if you have some discrepancies on your background information, that won't, you don't got to worry about that no more. So if you was from that life, you could come on back and get in school. You could change your life. Amen. We can fix these things. All right. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, continue to show us love on this Facebook Live. Continue to ask these questions because we're going to bring Isaiah back in a little bit to answer some questions that you guys may have. I'm going to be very transparent with you. Early FAFSA enrollment changed my life. I didn't know you can enroll in FAFSA early. And once I started doing it, I never had no more problems in a financial aid line. Matter of fact, I never had to stand in a financial aid line anymore. Thank you so much. And so this information is important to you. And FAFSA opens tomorrow. Don't tarry, ladies and gentlemen. I see a lot of you are saying things as if I used to wait till the last minute. I'm not going to do that again. No, you're not, because you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to do what? You're going to apply for your FAFSA. All right. Let's keep the party going. Let's keep the party going. And we're now going to bring up our financial aid counselor extraordinaire, Mr. David Landry. Take it away, Mr. David Landry.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon, Intercell. Can you hear me?
Hey, I can.
Okay, awesome. Well, I definitely want to say thank you all for allowing me to um present financial aid information to you all. Um, and I thank you for allowing me to come on and speak to you all. So I am going to be very respectful of your time and go ahead and present you some information. So, first things first, why is it important to apply for FAFSA early? It's important because of the fact that the earlier you get your FAFSA form in, the more time that we have to process your aid. Okay. Oh, thank y'all so much. I'm just starting to see the people down there. Hello, everybody, and uh, thank y'all for being here. So that's it. It is important to show to have your information ready to go. Do your FAFSA early. Secondly, um, important financial aid dates. Okay, for UHD students. Tomorrow is when the 2022-2023 FAFSA is released, right? So you're gonna want to begin to apply as soon as midnight hits 12:01. Go ahead and do it if you can. You should have your tax information for 2020 available. Okay, that is what the FAFSA is going to ask you for. It's going to ask you for 2020 tax information. So your W-2s from 2020, tax returns of those 1040 documents, the 1099s, or whatever documents that you use to do your FAFSA. I mean to file your taxes rather. Those are going to be the things that you need. Thank you, Mr. Galvan, for putting that there. Apply as soon as possible. And then also, I want to discuss our priority deadline, because priority deadline is important, because if you submit after April 1st, that means that your documents will have to be processed in the order in which they were received. If you apply and submit documents before April 1st, which is our priority deadline, then we will be able to process your documents as we receive them and be able to award you sooner than those that submit after April 1st. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Also, I want to show you all our website to help you kind of navigate, because notice that I stated about other documents. So there is a process called verification, where the Department of Education basically randomly selects certain students to submit documents and make sure that the information on their FAFSA is the same that's on their taxes or on their parents' taxes. So as you can see, this is the UHD financial aid website, scholarships and financial aid website. It's fairly simple to use, in my opinion. It has a very fluid user experience. On the left side, this part right here is very important, because it shows you not only basic information about financial aid, but it also talks about the types of aid, scholarships, grants, work study, and yes, loans. Federal loans are considered a form of financial aid. Okay, many people come by the office and they say, "Oh, I want to check on my financial aid. I'm not interested in loans." Well, when you're packaged and you are eligible for those loans will be there as well. You don't have to accept them. Okay, but understand that loans are a form of financial aid. We also talk about processing your aid. Okay, and I talk about verification. When I go to this verification screen, it has this video here that kind of talks about what is verification. Feel free to watch that in your spare time. Also, it goes into detail as to what documents we are looking for in the process of verification, especially the institutional verification form, which is, let me see if I can pull up one really quick. Yes. Okay. So there's one for dependents, which is the majority of you all, and then the independent verification form. So dependents have this form where this is the first page asking about students and legal parents. And then this one has the space where you input your household size, and then your signature and date goes here, and then your parent and their date, the date that they put is there. We also have a independent verification form, and you'll notice the difference between this one and between dependent and independent is that instead of asking for parental information, it asks for spouse information. Okay, so I'm not gonna go into large detail because I have very limited time, but I will say that once the 2022-2023 FAFSA is made available, shortly after that, we will make the forms for 22-23 available on our site. Currently, they're not on there. It only shows 21-22 because we're still in the current school year, okay, which is 21-22. I'm going to take it back to our scholarships and financial aid website again and bring us to where it talks about emergency funds. As we know, um, due to the effects that COVID has had on our condition as an institution, the federal government has given us funds to be able to award to students in the form of what's called Gator Cares. So, Gator Care applications were made available for this past school year as well as the summer, and then also leading into this school year. So, please, once you see communication go out regarding um, Gator Cares, please apply for it. And then also they'll ask you for documentation to go with it. Please provide that information as soon as possible. That way we can be able to assist you with the most funding available. Now, maintaining eligibility. Okay, I want to stress this. Once you submitted the FAFSA, you're going to need to maintain it. Three very simple things. First thing, you have to have a 2.0 GPA or above. Second thing, you have to have what's called a completion rate or a ratio of the amount of credit hours that you have completed over the amount of credit hours that you've attempted, the ratio of which must be 73% or above. And then finally, if you are completing your degree with us, you'll need to complete that degree with 170 attempted credit hours or less. Anything over the 170 attempted credit hour mark, and unfortunately, we will have to suspend your financial aid until you submit what's called a satisfactory academic progress form. So, just to show y'all, this is the policy here. It is on our website, and then the form itself. When you go to resources, you click on forms for the given school year, and then scroll down to special circumstances, which is here, satisfactory academic progress appeal form. Okay, we get a lot of students that submit this form, and then they have to submit additional documents. Mainly this portion right here on the second page. Please read the second page at the top very closely, because with the SAP appeal form, which is this page and this page, you have to submit the typed and signed statement in order for your form to be complete. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Make sure you're submitting all of your documents as soon as possible, those that are being requested to submit them, whether it's for verification or for satisfactory academic progress. Yes, Gator Care is such a great resource. I do agree. Um, let's see. Now, finally, I want to talk about TASFA. So we're fortunate to live in a state that provides financial aid for students who are, though they may not be United States citizens, they are Texas residents. Okay, and so Texas residents, those individuals have access to what's called the TASFA application, or the Texas application for state financial aid. Now, this form, the 22-23 version also releases on tomorrow, but the priority deadline is January the 15th. So it's a much sooner priority deadline. And the reason why is because the TASFA is a paper form. This form, though, presents itself on a digital PDF format, you still have to print it out and you still have to submit it to us so that we can process it manually. Okay, they haven't created a digitized submission process yet. Hopefully that does come in the next couple of years. But the FAFSA is, while it is completely digital, the TASFA is not. So you'll complete the TASFA application. okay, and you will submit tax information with it. All students who submit the tax application do have to submit verification documents. So I've already talked about verification documents and where they can be found. Great question. Is TASFA necessary if you've done FAFSA? You don't do both. You do either or. So remember, the rule of thumb is if you are a FAFSA student, that means you are a United States citizen or you're what's called a eligible non-citizen. That means that you are in possession of a U.S. passport, or you have what's called a certificate of naturalization. If you are in possession of either of those things, then you are a eligible non-citizen. Now, the other thing about the TASFA application is if you are a Texas resident but not a U.S. citizen, okay, otherwise known as a DACA student or DREAM Act student. These are all correlating to this TASFA application. So we in the state of Texas have this for those students. Let's see. I kind of want to be as thorough as I can. Yes, one more thing. So if you do have any other questions as it relates to financial aid, but you're up in the middle of the night and you're not able to contact us directly, then feel free to go to what's called FATV. FATV, or Financial Aid TV, is a resource that we have available on our website. When you come down to Return to Financial Aid and go to Resources for Students, pretty much anywhere you see, like when I showed you all the maintaining eligibility, I'm sorry, where is it? Sorry about that. So yeah, so like this. So when you get here, this is a link from FATV, from Financial Aid TV. Okay, you'll click on it. It'll show you a video, short video, giving you a lot of great information about the financial aid process. So, like I said, you can reach out to us. We would love to be able to speak to you, but we know as a matter of convenience, these videos are available on our website. So, talked about FAFSA, talked about TASFA. Great question. How old do you have to be for FAFSA on your own without parent income information? To qualify as a independent student, okay, the age is 24. 24. That is the magic number. Okay. On the FAFSA and TASFA application, it will ask you, what is your birthday? It will ask you what is if you are married. It will ask you if you have children, if you are a United States veteran, if you are just a bunch of different things going down that list. If you check off one of those things, that may qualify you as a independent student. And then once you're an independent student, you don't have to put any parental information on the FAFSA application. So, and also same thing for the TASFA. It asks the same kinds of questions. If you're married, if you're above the age of 24, things of that nature, it'll ask all those questions. If you answer yes to any of them, you may qualify to be a independent student. So when you're independent, you're only putting your information unless you're married or if you have children. If you are a dependent student, you're putting your information as well as your parent information. Another question that came up, if you're 23, you're unable to qualify. No, it doesn't mean that. What it means is that you are a dependent student, which you have to put parental information on the FAFSA. Okay. It doesn't mean you don't qualify for financial aid. It means that you have to put parental information on there. Once you turn 24, okay, then you only are putting your information on there. Thank you so much, Elvira. I appreciate you for putting that there. Elvira is my direct supervisor in the Department of Customer Service and Outreach. Can we just use the FAFSA website? So yes, the FAFSA is a digital document, okay? You have to go to FAFSA.gov to complete the FAFSA. The TASFA, okay, is where you can acquire the TASFA from us. Or if you choose to go to the collegeforalltexans.com website, you can fill out the TASFA there. But FAFSA is completely digital, so you do have to submit the FAFSA digitally. Great question. All right. No problem. No problem. All right. So I kind of want to be respectful of time and kind of think of some other. Oh, when you need to submit documents to us, please feel free to submit them to our email, UHDFINAID, like in my name right here where it says UHD FinAid. So UHD FinAid at UHD.edu. Okay, so please feel free to submit documents there. If you feel comfortable with coming on campus and bringing them, you can do so. We have a Dropbox where you can put documents in. You can also fax documents to us. You can also mail documents to us. But I would, but I would say the best thing you can do, honestly, is either email or bring in person. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because that way, you know, if you're bringing it in person, you can have someone look over the documents for you, make sure that you're submitting thorough information, and we can tell you, hey, go back and get and acquire these things, or, you know, I'll take them in, we'll upload them for you, and make sure that they're forwarded to your financial aid counselor in an expeditious manner. Um, let's see. Okay, I got a couple minutes. Oh, the email. So UHDFINAID at UHD.edu. So if you can see my name, it says David Landry dash UHDFINAID at UHD.edu. That is the email, the general email for financial aid. And either myself or one of my colleagues will be able to process your documents or answer any questions you may have. Yes, for sure. Of course. Yes, yes, yes. We definitely want to, in the midst of this time, look out for those who may not be comfortable with coming on campus, especially if they're online only. Yes, there is a phone number. If you want to call and speak with any one of us, I'll pull that up on our website. Let's see, contact us. Okay, so on my screen that I'm sharing, here's our phone number here. I highlighted it, 713-221-8041. And like I said, our fax number, you can fax documents here, 713-223-7483. Okay, so those two ways are you can reach out to us there. Our email is there at the bottom in the blue. And then our mailing address. There's some people who still use mail, believe it or not, to submit things to us. And then also for scholarships that need to be mailed to us as well, feel free to have your scholarship send. Are you able to apply if you attend a different school? Yes, please. I mean, as was stated earlier, you can put up to 10 schools on your FAFSA. You literally can put 10 schools on your FAFSA. Now, if you're planning on coming to us, make sure we're on your FAFSA. Yes, you can begin the FAFSA starting tomorrow, October the 1st. That is the date that FAFSA is made live. And yes, Ms. Godot, you can upload your documents to the financial aid portal. We actually honestly would prefer that you do that because we can immediately see what you submit. Okay. Is FAFSA available for graduates going for masters? Yes, you can definitely apply for financial aid if you are attending school for your master's. That is absolutely correct. You can apply, and once you get to the part on the FAFSA where it asks you what your classification is, you'll indicate that you are a graduate student. Great question, Nicholas. Is there any way you can stop by? I would suggest if you stop by tomorrow in person, bring your laptop because currently we don't have a computer that you can use to sit down with us. So bring a laptop. We are on the main floor, the third floor of the main building at UHD. So please feel free to come visit us. Great question. So our FAFSA code. So every school, every university has a school code, a 6-digit school code. Our school code is 003612. 003612. It'll be available midnight. Um, Tomorrow is Friday, and the financial aid office closes at 5 p.m. Oh, Miss Candace, good to see you. Thank you. Awesome. And we will definitely have someone on hand to be able to see you, Nicholas, for sure. Okay, so my time ends now. It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna unshare my screen. Thank you all so much for listening, and I'm gonna pass the mic over back to my esteemed colleague, Aunt Rochelle, and take it away.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much, David, our financial aid counselor extraordinaire. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Oh, yes, they love you in the comments. Oh, yes, they are giving you hearts and love. Yes, they are. So, you guys, this is the part of the live stream where this is where we need you. Okay, tell somebody who knows somebody. We need everyone. There are 156 people on this live feed. I need everybody to stop what you're doing and share this feed right now. We're going to give you a couple of seconds because it don't take much to share. Okay, because this information has been phenomenal. It has been good. Yes, that fast for sermon is always a good sermon. Amen. But make sure you guys please share this live feed so you can always come back to it. This is a lot of great and useful information. Fast for opens up tomorrow. Do not tarry. Do not tarry, baby. We need this money so we can continue to get this education. And I, for one, am in my last year of grad school. And yes, FAFSA works for me too. Amen. It works for me too. So, everybody, yes, please share this feed right now. All right. Now we're going to welcome back our fearless leader, the man with the plan, Dr. David Villanueva. And we're going to do our question and answer session right now.
Alrighty, Aunt Trishelle. So I'm going to go through, and I've been doing it while David was presenting on the topics. But if you have some questions that you would like for either David or I to answer, I'm going to go through the comment section and I'll pull them up. Aunt Trishelle, if you'll read them, and then David's probably not probably. David is the expert, but I'll chime in every once in a while to kind of make myself feel better.
Awesome, no problem. All right, our first question is from Kristen Porter. What if only one parent's information is available? How do we handle that? Thank you, Kristen, for that question.
Yes, Ms. Porter, great question. So if you have one parent, so the thing about it is, if you have two parents that are married, okay, and they're filing together, like one of them is a house parent, they don't work. When they do their taxes, you'll notice at the top it'll say married filed jointly. That's okay. Submit that information. If you, however, are a child of divorce or separation and you are currently living with one parent, then you are required to submit the information of the parent that is the custodial parent. So if you're with your father for 8 months out the year and you're with the mother for 4 months out the year, then the person who has you the most, that is the information you'll put. That's pretty much how that would be solved. Great question though, Ms. Porter.
All right, thank you. Now, Ian says, when is the due date to submit the FAFSA?
Okay, great question. So technically, you have the entire school year to submit a FAFSA application. We don't want you to wait till the last minute to submit your FAFSA application. We ideally want you to submit it the sooner, the better. Why? For one, there's a lot of funds that once you submit it, if you are first in line or if you're in the first part of the line, you have access first to those funds. But if you wait till, as I stated in the presentation, until after April 1st, you are not part of that priority. Okay. And so if we have funding left after April 1st, we'll be able to award it to you. But if the pool of funding is gone for, let's say, our institutional funds, our MDTUs, our TPEGs, our SELGs, if that money is gone and you have turned in your FAFSA after April 1st, unfortunately, we won't be able to award you any of that money because you waited till after the priority deadline.
All right, that was good. King Garrett says, have all scholarship deadlines for the 2021-2022 school year, specifically spring 22, passed?
Great question. So on our website, we do have a scholarships portion. When you look at the scholarships from the institution and departmental scholarships as well, each of those scholarships has a different deadline. Okay. As a matter of fact, I believe under the departmental scholarships, if I'm not mistaken, we have them categorized by the month of the year. So right now we're in the month of September, leading into October. So you're going to want to start looking at scholarships for due dates that have October, November, etc. Okay. But to answer your question, there are, as far as I'm aware, there are scholarships that you still can apply for and still be eligible for to receive.
And
Wonderful. Thank you.
I will add, Aunt Rochelle, there was a lot of questions about Gator Cares, and we will be offering Gator Cares for the spring and the summer. Students will need to check their email and text message. You know, students don't check their email, they don't check their text message, but they need to be checking them because we will announce those timeframes as soon as we finalize the details. But there will be Gator Cares for spring and summer. And you know, Aunt Rochelle, now that we're live and all these people were talking about Gator Cares, write to the president and let him know what Gator Cares means to you and how it has helped you. It's president, president, at uhd.edu.
Yes, right to the president because he loves to hear about it and he would love to hear about Gator Cares. Let's keep the party going. Christina says, what if my information for the FAFSA is pretty much the same as last year?
Okay, so here's the thing. Remember what I said, the information that you're submitting is not last year's. It is 2020. The Department of Education a few years ago required that we submit information from what's called prior year. So not the prior year, but the year before that. So 2020 is the tax information that we're looking for to go on your FAFSA for the upcoming school year that starts in August.
All right. Alyssa Ruiz says, when will you let us know our FAFSA is approved?
Okay, so there's a couple of different things. If you are submitting a FAFSA application and you are not selected for verification, you will receive communication to log into your MyUHD 2.0 profile and be able to accept your aid once you've enrolled in your classes. Okay, unfortunately, we're not able to disperse financial aid until you've enrolled in classes. However, if you're selected for verification, then you'll need to submit those documents to us. And we usually have about a 2 to 4 week turnaround to process those documents, those verification documents. But please submit them as soon as possible. Again, if you're selected for verification and you're not submitting those documents to us before April 1st, we unfortunately cannot prioritize your FAFSA process. So just always make it a rule at least once a day, once you've submitted the FAFSA, to check in with us to see if you've been selected for verification or if there are documents you need to submit on your to-do list.
All right. Thank you so much. When is enrollment for the spring? Miss Jacqueline Harris has that question.
So enrollment will be opening, I believe, hold on, let me get my calendar because I don't want to lie to y'all. You know, they're gonna blow me up on social media talking about I lied.
You know they will do
But
it.
yeah, he
They
said
will
and
do
play
it.
it back.
Like, no, he said, and I got it on live, and they will screenshot you the video as well.
And then they'll send it on TikTok. It'll be all bad. But
You know it.
November 1st, Monday, November 1st, is when spring and summer registration starts.
Thank you for that information. Fernando says enrollment will begin November 1st for spring 22. Thank you,
Holding
Fernando.
it down.
Abigail, yes, Daniel is funny. He really is. But he don't play, okay? Don't play with Dr. Villanueva. Do not play with Dr. Villanueva, all right? Too scared to said, how can we see if we got any financial aid?
Okay, so first things first, submit the FAFSA application. You're going to get two emails from Federal Student Aid, which is the entity that creates the FAFSA application. It's a little bit different for TASFA because TASFA is a paper document. So I'm going to focus on FAFSA. You submit the FAFSA application, you'll get two emails. One from Federal Student Aid that says congratulations on completing the FAFSA, and then a couple business days after that, you'll get one that has your student aid report or your SAR. Look at that student aid report closely because not only does it contain the information that you put in on the FAFSA, but it'll also contain any hiccups or flags or alerts regarding what you put on the FAFSA. We've gotten a lot of students this past year that have submitted FAFSAs that had mistakes on them, such as missing a social security number, incorrect date of birth, a name that wasn't put on there. A student might have a hyphenated name, they only have one name. We have to be able to match all of those details because we have to make sure that your funds are going to the correct person. Once those things have gone through, then if you're not selected for verification, you should receive notification that you've been awarded. But look in your Gator mail, not in your personal email, in your Gator mail, because that email is going to come from the University of Houston Downtown Financial Aid Department when you've been awarded.
Gator Mail is the truth. Jess Martinez said, can we search the spring 2022 catalog before November 1st?
And I got my calendar out so they can hold me to it, right? So the class schedule should be available, starting Friday, October 8th at 8 p.m. Now, that's our early release. It will be available October 11th, but we secretly kind of released it October 8th at about 8 or 9 p.m. that evening so students can see the course catalog and people saw.
All right. Is that it for our questions or do we have another?
You know, we have a couple more. I'm trying to sift through them all. They're coming in so fast. I don't
They're
want to.
covered. That's a good thing. While Dr. Daniel is sifting through those, everybody please hit the share button. Please continue to like and love this. Keep the interactive party going. Rebecca says, if we do a FAFSA loan, can we do undergrad MPN now, then later change to grad MPN?
So that's a great question. So if you're starting the last part of your undergrad in the fall and you're transitioning to graduate school in the spring, yes, you can do that. It's the same website, studentaid.gov. Go to the master promissory note, click on that link, and then you'll be able to submit.
Sloan says, how can I come work with you all? The energy is unmatched. Oh, yes, it is, Sloan. You guys, I want to take a moment to shout out to all of our faculty and staff that is already in our chats, answering questions and providing information. Each one teach one. This is a dream team in work. So thank you so much, you guys. We see you out there. Griselda says, we don't have to pay Gator Cares back, correct?
Correct. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was typing something. I didn't mean to put a pause on that.
But it was a great delayed. That was funny. That was good.
Nah, you don't
Correct.
have to pay
All
that.
right. We do not have to pay that back.
Mm.
Wonderful. All right.
Let me see. We've got another couple ones coming in. I'm trying to get to them.
Oh, yes. I'm so glad you put this when I saw this a couple of times. I have too many college hours. Will I still Pell will I still Pell Grant and fill out another SAP form for 22 and 23?
Okay, so here's the thing. Remember, SAP appeal, satisfactory academic progress. The third one is you have to be at or below 170 attempted credit hours. Now, you said you have too many credit hours. Okay, if you've already done the calculation and you know that it's below, if it's above 170, then please fill out a SAP appeal, submit that SAP appeal, and we'll have your financial aid counsel review it. If you are approved to receive financial aid, usually they'll either put you on what's called a financial aid probation period, or they'll put you on a financial aid academic plan to track your progress over a period of terms. Once you have come into compliance, i.e., in your case, graduating, then you should be good and you will be able to receive your degree and go on and be a productive working member in society.
Right.
All righty, I think that's our last question for the time frame we have on the show.
All right, wonderful. Well, give yourselves a hand, Dr. Villanueva and David Landry. Thank you guys so much for giving us that wonderful wealth of information. And to our online audience, we want to say thank you so much. And thank you for being interactive. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for giving us love. Before we go, we have a video for you, a video presentation from our admissions team. Hit it,
Hey y'all, my name is Caitlin Smith and I'm an admissions counselor here at the University of Houston downtown. Just making this quick little video to go over our application process. First, you're going to need to submit the actual application for admission. You can do that through applytexas.org or by simply going to our website, uhd.edu, selecting the admissions tab and hitting apply to UHD, which will take you to that Apply Texas site. The application requires your official transcripts, high school and college if you've attended any classes, an application fee of $50 along with your test scores. We are test optional currently, so if you don't have your test scores, that is okay.
Thank you, Caitlin, for that video presentation. Next, we're going to have a video presentation from our high school partners at Yes Prep.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Hernandez
and UHD alum Maureen Gonzalez.
and we're with Yes Prep Public Schools, wanting to remind everyone to apply for FAFSA early. By doing so, you increase your chances at obtaining more funds to use towards the cost of attendance, so don't forget to apply. Applications open on October 1st.
Also, remember that it's important to submit your applications on Apply Texas as soon as possible, as well as any additional documentation that an institution will need to make an admission decision. The sooner that you can have an admission decision that you are accepted, you can also get a financial aid package. Having all that information as soon as possible will help making a decision for what your plans will be in fall of 2022 faster. Thank you for listening.
And best of luck to everyone with their transition to college.
Yes, we love our high school partners. This was we love seeing UHD alums at work. Well, now is the time that we've all been waiting for. It's time for the prizes. We got four lucky winners. My baby over here dancing. We got four lucky winners. Who is gonna be? Who is gonna be?
Aunt Rochelle's energy, y'all, is just off the chart. And this is Aunt Rochelle every day, all day, when she's got great news, when she's got bad news. Her and her entire team, get that, Aunt Rochelle? They are wonderful to work with. So now we're going to sift through some of these comments to see and pick four of them. Do you want to pick two and I'll pick two?
Oh, yes, I will pick two. Okay,
Let me
because
find my two.
I'm watching. Okay. We need a song. We're getting some winners. We're going through the comments. Thank you for participating. This is how you win. We're giving some money.
Now
We're
somebody said I
giving
was funny, right? Who
They
was?
said you were funny.
Yeah,
I
who was
remember. Yes. Okay, I got one.
Okay, you got one. Let me see. Let me get my paper and pen so I can write some names down.
Oh, I got two.
Y'all so fast. Let's see here. Okay, I got one. Let me pick one more. Let's see. Okay, I got two. I'm good.
You got two?
Yeah. So I'm gonna show my first person. You ready?
Okay. Are you ready? Go for it.
Here's
Drum
the
roll.
first person that won. Look at that.
Sloan part two. Congratulations. You got a prize.
Sloan, you're gonna have to private message our
I
scholarship
am. I was just a
office and
great
let us know.
minds. Oh, I'm sorry. How is she going to how do you collect your prize once again?
Sure, if she'll just private message us her student ID in the private message chat. Don't put it out there for everybody to see on the stream. Private message scholarships and financial aid webpage, our Facebook page, and then we'll contact you with additional information.
Yes. Wonderful. All right. Your second person.
I lost my second person. Hold on, I got it. I just gotta find it. Um, you go ahead and announce yours, and I'll find mine.
Okay. So drum roll please. Shanisha Gamble, you got a prize. Shanisha Gamble, you got a prize. Yes. Ah, congratulations, Shanisha. Make sure, wait, what are those instructions again?
She just needs to private message us on our scholarship and financial aid social media, which will go directly to Miss Dorsey, and she'll get it over to our financial aid office.
It sure does. Please private message us right now. We will definitely take care of you. You got your next person, Dr.
I
Daniel?
got my next person. This person all throughout the session has been commenting. Her name is Lauren White.
Yes!
She got all her questions answered as well.
She sure was very, very, very interactive. Congratulations, Lauren. Congratulations, Lauren. All right. Are we ready for the last person?
We're ready. Let's see who can come on down.
Come on down. Giselle Pineda. Yay! Congratulations. Please.
Mommy, where's Mew Mew?
I don't know where Mew Mew is, but I'm at work. So, guys, great. You guys, please send us a message, a DM, and we will gladly get ready and get you your prize.
And so we thank you all so much for joining us in today's event. And hopefully you learned a couple of things. And most importantly, you learned just how important it is to start on your FAFSA application early. It does open tomorrow. We look for a record number of completion and ICERs. We call those ICER records loaded into our system so we can report back to all of the faculty, staff, and students on just the remarkable work that you all, our students, have done in terms of completing your FAFSA. And Trishelle, you want to end it and take us away?
Yes, you guys, please do not tarry. Priority fast for completion is so necessary. It has saved and changed my life. I don't know any other way but the priority way, okay? It's like a first class ticket, you know? You get to watch everybody else pass you by while you sitting comfortably in your seat knowing you got your money. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Intrashell, your digital and social media manager here at University of Houston downtown. It's been a pleasure to be your host. See you next time.